Okay, I'll take you through adding an expense to show you how fast it is, and then I'll come back and show you all the features. So you perform trip splitter, select one of these icons for the type of expense, enter the amount, $54.41 for the room, click up here, select one of the predefined options, Chris paid, and everyone stayed in the room, and that's it. So now that expense has been added, indication of who paid, and all the people that participated in that expense and the amount. This is fast. That's about as fast as you can add an expense. Let me go through it now and show you the all the features that I breezed through. First of all, down here, oops, sorry. In the bottom bar, we now have the ability to see all the people for setting defaults, but also buttons for creating, sort of a shortcut to create these type of items. And that's what I did, is I created a lodging item. And the amount is very fast to enter. But then the name up here, you'll be presented with other names of that type of expense that you have in the trip already. And if you're lucky, locations from the GPS for the business names where you are. You may quite often get a hit on what name you want to put in there by the GPS information. Select one of those. You can select this button to change the currency of the trip and enter a conversion factor. I have another video for that later. If you're on a device that has a camera, in this part of the display right over here, there'll be a camera icon, and you can take a picture and it'll be attached to this item of the receipt or an event associated with the item, any number of photos, and then they'll be included in the email about the trip or an email about the item. Who paid and who split, quick to specify. You just touch who paid. And this new person iconography shows the person with a dollar sign in there for who paid. You can have more than one person pay if that's what happened. And then you specify who all participated in the expense, who were splitters in the expense. The window down here shows you the pictures of who you have selected up here. So if you have pictures of people in your address book, these will be their photos, and you'll be able to see, for example, pictures that represent the splitters, and you can scroll back and forth to see them. Same thing for who paid. The little calendar clock icon here replaces this area with the date and time picker in case you do need to change it. Defaults normally to the time that you entered the item. This even button is how you switch between even and uneven splits. So if Jan should have been charged more for her part of the trip, then at this point you would enter the larger amount, and the other participants would automatically split the remainder. And you can do the same thing for the top row, which is payment, who is paid. First thing to do, though, is to make sure you have everybody set up correctly. So these 2 people paid and these 4 people split. And the amounts are all evenly divided, and at that point, that's when you start entering the amount that people paid. And the remainders are split across the people. Going back to uneven split, to an even split, it prompts you, are you sure you want to lose all that information? The More button shows you some information that's below all that first page stuff. You can change if you want to keep track of the payment types. You can enter a memo field, and then there's also latitude and longitude information from the GPS system. And if you had photos, they would be shown in a carousel down below the GPS information. I click the less button to get out of there, and then the done button.